So with Classroom Elite recently getting announced that it's getting a season 2, I wanted to go back to the anime and watch it and see if it's actually good, because it has been a few years since I've seen it, and I've seen the anime 2 times prior, so this was my third time rewatching it. Yeah, because the first time I saw it was in 2017, second time was like when I bought the Blu-ray, but I think there might have been another time, especially because if you know the video I did comparing the anime to the light novels, I think somewhere around there I might have watched the episodes, so we'll just say like this was my third and a half time watching it. And on this rewatch, I really wanted to just like try and get that feeling that I had back in the day, like when I first saw it when the anime aired back in 2017, because I didn't want to think nothing about the light novels, because the light novels have made me feel a certain way about the anime, especially the differences and stuff like that. So I just wanted to go into this and just see like what is so good about this anime that so many people love this anime, and like what was so good about it back in 2017 that made me want to read the light novel. So I wanted to do that. But yeah, without all this information out the way, let's get into the world of Classroom Elite, and let's talk about why the Classroom Elite anime actually is really good. Yes, it does have its flaws. There are some flaws I said the anime does have, but at the end of the day, it's still really, really good, and like it's really enjoyable, and that's why so many people mess with the anime heavily. So let's talk about the things that Classroom Elite excels at, bro, because there's some things that this anime does that's like very interesting and like very good that it does. So let's talk about it. So when it comes to the high school setting that Classroom Elite presents us with, it's very unique. It's one of the most unique anime in my, like, high school animes, in my opinion, that's like not no fighting shit. There's just like a normal type of high school shit like that. The reason why it's so unique is because the government runs the school, and like the people that get into this school, they basically can't have no communications with the outside world besides certain little things. So like the anime doesn't really go into much detail about like how they can't communicate with the outside world, because once they're inside this school, they cannot leave, they cannot see their family, contact people, none of that. That's the one thing the anime doesn't really explain that too well, because in the light novels they do, but that's not talking about the light novels, but we can forget about that. I just had to put that there. But yes, the high school setting is very unique, bro. And like the thing about the high school setting is like it's so interesting because it's basically like it's its own village, like its own little town put into like this little high school area, like its own town. Because like literally there's restaurants there, movie theaters, cafes, any type of shopping place they want to go to, and like the students have so much freedom in this school. It just makes it seem like it's college, because like if you look at it, it seems like honestly the high school seems like it's a little college in a way, because all the different stuff they can do, just like a bigger college that actually has like stores you can shop at, electronics, clothings. Like that's the thing, like it's really interesting because it's like it makes me think, because that's what I used to do like when I first watched this anime. It made me think like, bro, what if I went to high school here? Like, bro, what would it be like? Because like, bro, it seems so lit because of all the different stuff that is there. But that's the one thing that it gets you, like it makes it think like you're lit. But when there's also like stuff that comes with like all these different accessories, is the school itself has all these different rules that you can't break. There's systems that they have, like the S system in the class points, and also they literally get an allowance too. The students get an allowance too, which is crazy, but they only get that allowance if they show the performance in the grades and stuff like that. So that's why like it makes it very unique, bro, because like no high school anime does anything like this. Like they don't go into lengths of all this, and that's what makes this like anime so interesting and why people get attached to it, because the school itself is like very interesting and it's very mysterious, because all the rules, the points, all this other stuff, and especially how the students when they get there, they're literally in a class of either A, B, C, or D, like normal, you know, normal Japanese like schools when they do that in anime. It's normal like that, but the difference with this one is you want to get to class A, because if you're in class A, by the time you graduate, you basically can get any job you want or go to any college you want. I want to say any job, because like Pseudo, you're not getting to the NBA. I don't give a fuck what this school can do, dog. You're not getting to the NBA from just this school, dog. You got stuff you got to show you can add. That's the one thing. That's the only thing I do think about when like him. There's no damn way he get into the NBA. I don't care if it's this fantasy shit. It's some make believe shit. There ain't no damn way he get into the NBA. But okay, that's my little rant on that. Whatever. But yeah, and like you got and all these students have to compete. And the way they compete is through exams. Now the exams is where this anime really flourishes, bro, because the exams are interesting, bro. Mainly because it's like these exams have so many crazy harsh punishments that can happen, like if you fail them. Literally the first arc we get introduced, because like we find out like, oh, and like when their allowance too, because we'll talk about that allowance stuff and that later in like the parts of the anime that has flaws, because there's some flaws at the beginning that's kind of like, oh. But yeah, with the first arc, with the exam, you got to learn just like, oh, you actually got to study and know your stuff and make sure you don't fail, because if you fail, bro, you can get expelled, which is crazy, bro. You tell me just like one test, you can't even get like, bro. That's like the one thing I was like when I first saw it, I was like, damn. I said, I would have been out. I was like, I would have been out because, bro, everybody's failed at least one test, but it's like, damn, you gotta be perfect. I'm like, shit, 3 years, bro. You tell me they gotta be through there for 3 years, bro, and they can't fail anything. That's why I was like, I mean, there's other stuff to it. That's when you get later on in that arc, you find that you can buy points. But 1 point was like 100 racks. I'm like, damn. It was 100,000. I'm like, damn. I'm like, still, that's a lot. But yeah, that one's like really interesting. And like the other rules of like fighting and how you can technically get away with stuff as long as you hide it and there's no camera, stuff like that. And you can lie. And all the scheming from the other class, especially Class C, because you see more of Class C doing scheming than anybody else, except on the island when Class A is scheming. And then when we get to the island test, that's when we really see like what these exams can really be. Because, bro, they literally just threw these kids out in the wild, bro. These kids are like, what, 14, 15, somewhere 14, 15, 16, somewhere around. I don't know the age exactly. And you're throwing them on an island and telling them to survive for a week. And you give them a certain amount of like points that they can use to get certain items and necessities. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, this school is harsh. Like, that's something that, like, people just get attached to, because that is some hard stuff. Like, bro, they're literally putting them on stuff. What is that show, like, The Man vs. Wild? They're basically making them do that, bro. And I'm like, bro, that's some wild stuff. And, like, so much stuff happens on the island. Sabotage. Literally, people fight in-house fighting. People being sick. People just walking around the forest. Even though the forest is, it's an island that's basically made. Like, one of the things the anime doesn't really detail that much is, like, how this island actually has, like, so much stuff that wouldn't, like, hurt the kids or harm the kids, and, like, how they could find food and stuff like that. But it's very interesting, bro. Just the whole world, the whole universe of Classroom League when it comes to the school is very interesting. And that's why I'm really excited for Season 2, just to see that we can hopefully cover the light novels amazingly or whatever. But yeah, like, that's the one thing I love is just the way to school, because there's so much mystery to it. The rules are interesting. The exams are, like, so good, bro. The exam, even for Season 1, bro, the island exam by itself, bro, has so many things and qualities that just makes it amazing. But let's get into, I'll say, like, the main reason, in my opinion, I think a lot of people like Classroom League, and that's because of the MC, or the main character, Anakoji. Now, the thing about Anakoji is, when we first meet him, he seems as some awkward, quiet, lazy kid that doesn't really, like, he's like very awkward, because when he does like his introduction, this is like very awkward. And like when you hear his like inner dialogue and he's talking, he literally talks about that, like how it's awkward or was it bad. That's how we first meet him. And we also learn that he wants to be like, have a normal school life, and he wants to make friends, stuff like that. But as the anime goes on, you realize, oh, there's more than meets the eye to him, bro. Like, there's way more, because you learn, like, as seeing the different, especially in the first arc, you learn like, oh, he might be smart. You learn that, and there's little details thrown here, especially like when you hear about how there's a student that literally got 50 on all his stuff across the board, and it just seemed like he just did it easily. And like there's little stuff sprinkled in there, especially like in the 3 arcs that we get in the anime, that you see like his planning and how he's amazing problem solver. Like, bro, he's a really amazing problem solver. And also you can tell, like, Horikita asks him like, oh, do you play sports? So you know there's like, you're like, whoa, how does he have this body that he has if he doesn't play sports or do anything? So like there's so many mysteries to him, and like his personality is interesting, and like how, bro, he problem solves amazingly, bro. Like any problem that gets thrown at him, bro, he's gonna find a solution, and like easy. And he's like playing everybody like a fiddle, especially because he just seems like he's some grand mastermind in the anime. That's what they kind of play him up to. And like you see that all the way to fruition on the island exam, where he basically sets up everything. When we get that little flashback, you basically see how he just plays everybody on that island just for his team, his class to take the dub, and finally Class D's getting some recognition. But the one main thing, like on all my Classroom Elite videos, whenever you talk about the one thing people say they love about Anakoji, is at the end we get to see his cold-hearted nature, like his true personality, how he really doesn't care about nobody. And like that's like the one thing people get attached to, and that's why I tell people all the time, read the light novels, bruh, because just because we're getting a Season 2 now, but if you've not read the light novels, please read the light novels. But yeah, just know Anakoji is amazing, bro, and the light novels literally go crazy, and that's why I can't wait for Season 2, that we can see even more of him, because, bro, oh my gosh, Anakoji is amazing MC. Like, he's a very unique MC too, bro, compared to a lot of different MCs. It's just like he basically has a persona on his face, a persona, I should say, on his face, whatever, just like so many other people in this show, especially like Kushida, you see that she also has a different personality that's actually mean. And I honestly think in the anime, bro, honestly like seeing her like with her mean side better than like her happy, whatever, flirty side. But yeah, this anime, like I said, Anakoji in the anime is just crazy, bro. Like that dark, that literally how he's cold-hearted, bro, is like the craziest thing. And it does suck that it happens at the end of the anime, but I mean, it was set up that when season 2 comes out, that we can see more of his cold-hearted nature. And another thing the anime really excels at, in my opinion, is showing a lot of the classes early on, because we get to see people from class A, B, and C like really early on, especially all the leaders. Where in the light novels, it wasn't really like that. That's the one thing I gotta stop talking about the light novels, but yeah. We get to see them really early on, and that was just like amazing because like we get to see them and like what they look like. But even with all this like good stuff I've been talking about with the school and Anakoji, there still is some bad stuff. Like there's a few problems, but the problems are not that bad. Now the first problem I want to talk about is the pacing. Now the pacing is very fast. That's the one thing in my opinion that hurts this anime. And I would put this anime as an 8 out of 10. What stops it from being a 10 out of 10 anime is the pacing. Because the pacing is very fast, especially if you go from the first arc and like we go to this exam. It seems like we needed a little bit more information like sprinkled there, and it just seems like it keeps going all the way, and like it passes, and like somehow we get the summer, and the next thing you know they're on a boat on an island. It's like, yeah, it happens so fast in 12 episodes, like super fast. And a good example of this is, how does Anakoji become friends with the 3 dumb trio? If you know who they are, Sudo, Ike, Yamaichi, however you say his name, whatever. How has he become friends with them? Because in the anime, it doesn't really like us go into detail like how he becomes friends. It just seems like out of nowhere they're friends. Because like the pacing is very fast, but it doesn't hurt it that bad. But the pacing is like hella fast. I had a solution how the pacing could have been better, and it's the episode that anybody that's read the light novels hates that it's here. And I'm talking about the pool episode. The pool episode, bro, makes no sense why it's there. Like at all. The pool episode should have not been included in this anime. I know the only reason why it was included because when it comes to any school anime, the one thing it always has in the middle of the season is either a beach episode or a pool episode, and that's mainly just to get views up because fan service, because that's literally all it's for. But we honestly didn't need this in this anime, especially because that takes part, it's supposed to be in a whole different volume. But if that episode wasn't there, the pacing of this anime could have been fixed, because where that episode slots at, we could have like they could have filled in some of the gaps that some of the stuff they skip, or like added some maybe anime original content too. They could have done that. That's one of the flaws, but it's not that bad. That's like really not that bad at all. It's a little pacing thing that you really won't know unless you pay attention to anime. Like I said, I watched it 3 times. That's the only reason why I really noticed it, because on my what is it, like 3.5 time whatever rewatch, I noticed it, where the first time I watched it didn't notice it, the second time I didn't really notice it. But I only noticed it because like I watched it a lot, and like you notice so much when you watch something a lot. But yeah, another problem I have, it's me being nitpicky, but it's that I kind of think it's dumb that the kids, like the students, like when they literally first get to this class and they're at this school, that they literally are just procrastinating and doing whatever they want because they have this freedom. When it's like, at the end of the day, dog, you're at a school and you agreed to come to the school where you're not going to get any interference. Like you can't have any interaction with the people outside, like none of your family, your old friends, none of that. So it's like, why are you at this school just like BSing in class, wasting money, doing all this, skipping class? It's like, it's different than college. Like I said, this reminds me of college, but it's vastly different, because it's like, bro, you have no interactions. You're only in this school. So it's like, why would you be in this class not paying attention to like none of the stuff you got to learn? It's like, that's the one thing I always find stupid. And it's like, bro, and why would they think they would just get that allowance without, like, bro, you're not going to get, like, bro, there was like no common sense at that point. That's the one thing I always think about. Like, bro, did they not have no common sense? Because like, bro, you're not going to get no allowance if you've been bullshitting in class. Did you not think about the consequences of skipping class, being on your phone, not paying attention to nothing? They didn't think of none of that. That was like always the one thing that just I found wild in this anime. It's like, yes, I did when I went to school and even in college. Yes, there are people that don't pay attention in class and all that. But like I said, this school is actually different. And it's like, bro, there's like so many things that are like different than like actual regular school in real life where you can do that stuff. Where in this school, bro, it's like, bro, you should have known there are consequences. Did you not see all these crazy rules and shit they have? But yeah, that's like the one thing I always look at, like, dog, why would they do that? And like it's like one of my nitpicky thing, but it's like not that big of a deal. But yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, this anime is really good. It really is, bro. It's a really good, and I see like why so many people mess with this anime heavily, and I also see like why I liked the anime so much in 2017 that it made me want to read the light novels. Like, bro, the anime is good, bro. I'm so happy it's getting a season 2 because there's so much content from the light novels that I can't wait to see on the screen. And I'm not going to talk about the Horikita thing. We all know about that. If you've read the light novels, you know by now about the Horikita thing and her taking other people's parts and blah, 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 stuff like that. I don't really care. I don't really put that against the anime. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this makes her another... it makes her, like, kind of a waifu, and it adds... The way in the anime, bro, is, like... The anime low-key puts a lot of girls that could be, like, with Anakoji when it comes to shipping, which is interesting. And another thing this anime does that I did not notice the other 2 times I watched it, bro, is that there's hella fan service in this anime, and I did not know that. I was like, damn, I do not remember them showing all this. I was like, damn, I thought it was just a beach episode. But yeah, hey, if you've watched Classroom Elite, let me know, how do you feel about it? Also, let me know, how many times have you watched Classroom Elite of the anime? Let me know, how do you feel about the anime? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Let me know if you think it really does have a pacing problem, like I said. Let me know what made you like gravitate towards Classroom Elite and like it enough. And let me know, did you like the anime so much that it made you want to like read the light novels like how it did me? Because like I said, it's a really good anime. Like I said, the one thing for me is it's always been the school that really piqued my interest the most. Like, yeah, I messed with Anakoji and a lot of the other characters, but it was always the school. Because like that school environment always seemed so interesting. Because I always wanted to learn more about it, and especially the Zams and like even other students, bro. Because like we barely see any upperclassmen in the anime, but we will in season 2. Hopefully, we should. We should, as long as they don't do certain stuff. But yeah, let me know how you feel about the anime. And like I said, at the end of the day, the anime is still really good. Like, bro, it literally got me to want to read the light novels. I'm never, like I said, I'll say like the anime could be disappointing compared to light novels, but I'm not going to like trash it because like I said, I own it on Blu-ray and I mess with the anime heavily. And after watching the 3rd time, bro, it made me get another appreciation for it, bro. Because like this anime is good and I see why so many people like it. But yeah, let me know how you feel about Classroom Elite. Let me know if you think the anime is really good. And let me know anything. Are you excited like about season 2? Can you not wait? I hope season 2 comes out like next year. That would be amazing. But yeah, if you enjoyed, why not like? If you're new, why not subscribe? If you really enjoyed, why not subscribe? You can always dislike too if you didn't enjoy the video. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh fuck, you know what I forgot? My glass.